unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live, Boxingego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. Yo, what the is going on here? Just a minute now. Hold up. Sinister with it to time. Diminish and finish them. Roll up. Showtime's Stephen Espinoza talks about brief, and I do mean brief, conversations with BLK Prime to make a potential Jaron Boots Ennis Terence Crawford fight. Get it. Let's get it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, I can't be bothered. I got a lot to do. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this video. Hopefully you guys enjoy. If you do, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Throw a like on the video. Now, YSM Sports Media did an interview with Stephen Espinoza, seemingly at the Tank Davis-Ryan Garcia press conference. And in that, he did an interview with Stephen Espinoza, who talked about very brief conversations with BLK Prime. And what he said is exactly what I've been telling you guys for those who follow me. And I'm just going to paraphrase. So Showtime Stephen Espinoza said he doesn't even really consider it a conversation because the conversation was that brief. He said it really wasn't a conversation where it was like, you know, this back and forth laboring, going over different terms and stuff. It was kind of a once and done. So they didn't really see it. They being PBC, Showtime, they didn't really see a need to pursue it. Now, one thing that Stephen Espinoza said that I definitely said was, you know, a lot of people brought this up with Jaron Ennis and Crawford. And the reason I didn't make several videos about it is because I don't like to cry over spilled milk. Boxing is in a weird space right now where people want to be negative Nancy and cry and, you know, bicker and complain, a lot of clickbait, etc. So I'm not really so much interested in fights that almost coulda, shoulda, woulda, but didn't happen. You know, like Usyk and Tyson Fury. Either they're going to fight or they're not. You know, that's why you don't see a lot of back and forth on my channel regarding that fight. I'm not here for all the ups and downs and negotiations and, oh, we sent a letter and all that. Either you're going to fight or you're not fight. It's that simple. I'm a consumer. If it's a fight I like, I'll purchase it. I'll buy it. I'll support it when wampty, right? Same thing with Jaron Ennis and Terence Crawford. I don't understand. You look at boxing Twitter and stuff. I don't understand why so many people want to talk about a fight that didn't happen, you know, and overly stress that. This happens all the time to boxing fans, so you should be immune to it at this point. Charlo versus Munguia. An offer was sent to Canelo to fight Errol Spence at a catchweight, Jermall Charlo or David Benavidez. He chose something different, point blank period. So, you know, you'll be stuck all day talking about the fights that didn't happen. But what Showtime's Stephen Espinoza said was that it was brief, very brief conversation, no real like detailed or long duration. But he said Terence Crawford is not contractually obligated or signed to BLK Prime. So why would they negotiate a fight with Boots Ennis? And how does that make sense with Crawford? And he's not even their fighter. This is exactly what I said. There's more than meets the eye. And the funny thing is, people in boxing, they put out these narratives and stuff, but they don't follow up with it. But I remember everything that you told me. So at the end of the day, the Bud Buddies, they use this because, you know, ultimately Crawford will say he's in a questionable light because people want to see the Errol Spence fight, didn't really like the David Avanesian fight. So they use this as like, oh, see, I told you, like as if it was an aha moment on a fight that didn't happen with Boots Ennis. So many things were wrong with the story that we were hearing. One, why would BLK Prime go through Bozy Ennis, the father and trainer of his son? That's not how it works. If I had a daughter and we wanted to set up Girl Scout cookies in front of the Costco building and we don't have a permit or nothing, you don't ask the cart loader if it would be okay. You ask the cart loader, hey, can I set up shop in this table to sell Girl Scout cookies outside of this Costco? You know, the cart loader might not, he get minimum wage. He don't care about his job. He part-time. You know, he might say like, oh yeah, it's cool. It shouldn't be a problem. But that's not the proper channels you would go through. You would obviously go through corporate or go through at very least the store manager, management at that particular facility and warehouse. You're not going to ask a random employee So why would it be different for the business of boxing? If you want to negotiate a big fight, a multi-million-dollar fight, you have no network if you're BLK Prime, why would you go through the dad? It reminds me of when Top Rank did this with Angel Garcia saying they wanted Crawford versus Danny Garcia. So to me, this is all a pump fake because these guys have proper representation, most of them at a Jaron Ennis level or better, right? They have proper rotation or representation. And at the end of the day, why would you not go through that? Why would you bypass going the right route? Like how does Karen whatever get the Jaron boots in his fight and it happens, no problem, we get to see it. But then BLK Prime went through the father and he even expressed from the retellings of this, he even expressed that, you know, he don't want to, he's loyal to Showtime. They've looked out for him. So he's not prepared to conduct that business. So that's a red flag right there. If you're really trying to make the fight, you go through his representation, not the trainer. That doesn't even make sense. But beyond that, what Stephen Espinoza said, what the great Ego Stradamus said regarding the fight is you can't have your cake and eat it too. The Bud Buddies told me that Crawford, he just needed to fight in 2022. This is the only reason that he picked David Avocado, and he wasn't exclusive. They said he could still fight Errol Spence because it was a once and done, and he's not contractually obligated beyond the David Avocado fight to BLK Prime. This is what the Bud Buddies said. So with that being said, if you knew it was a pump and dump and he was just doing the David Avocado fight, seemingly freeing him to negotiate with Errol Spence after because he wasn't obligated to BLK Prime, then how is BLK Prime trying to get a Boots, Ennis, and Crawford fight if Crawford is not tethered? You told us, the Bud Buddies told us that Crawford only was obliged or obligated to the one fight with BLK Prime. So why would Showtime be negotiating with BLK Prime on behalf of Crawford if they don't represent him fully in a multi-fight deal situation? So these things don't make sense. So many red flags. Why go through the trainer and the dad? Why would you negotiate for a fighter that you don't? You know, Showtime, a lot of y'all get bamboozled in the sport of boxing, and it's comical at this point. You can listen to me or you can listen to whoever you want, but at the end of the day, it's hilarious. It's stuff that is being sold to you and told to you. It just doesn't make sense. Why would Showtime go through BLK Prime to make a Boots Ennis fight if Terence Crawford did a pump and dump once and done with BLK Prime and is back a free agent? So he can go to Golden Boy, he could try to go to PBC now. Why on earth would they need, what would Showtime need BLK Prime for? Let me know that in the comment section. They have their own network, which BLK Prime doesn't have a BLK Prime TV channel. They have a bigger platform in terms of an app. They have more professional photographies and landing pages. They got a bigger budget, putting on the biggest fights like the press conference we just got, Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, Benavidez Plant, Zoo in Australia versus Harrison, Errol Spence next fight probably, etc., right? So why would BLK Prime be even needed in this equation for a Crawford, even if you want to make Crawford Boots, right? Which is a good fight. If you want to make the fight, why on earth would they have to go through BLK Prime if Crawford, he says he's his own boss and it was just a once and done with the David Avanesian fight? These are the loopholes that you guys have created with the narratives that you put out. It makes no sense to go through the trainer and father. It makes no sense for Showtime to negotiate with a lesser app. And what I mean by BLK Prime, they haven't put on bigger fights than Showtime. They've never had a star like Floyd Mayweather. They've never had someone like Tank, etc. So my dad was in the military, and there's this great acronym called WIFM. What's in it for me? So from a Showtime perspective, if they wanted to make Boots versus free agent Crawford, why on earth would they have to go through BLK Prime? It'd be one thing if BLK Prime had Crawford as a talent and signed, or it'd be another thing if BLK Prime had this incredible, incredulous reach that Showtime didn't happen. But when you're a bigger platform, you don't really need to lean on someone who's done less, has a lesser reach. Like BLK Prime, if you go to, like, this is not even, it's not a game, bro. You got to understand, I really do this. You look at BLK Prime on their social media, and they got 49,000 followers. 49,000. You know what I mean? On their Instagram. Their boxing page only has 13,000. They have about, their boxing page has about almost the same amount as me. You know what I mean? So these things don't make sense. What does Showtime need BLK Prime for? So that whole Boots and Crawford storyline that came out missed me with that, because none of it logistically makes sense. Crawford's a free agent as of this recording, and he's not tethered to BLK Prime. Why would they be negotiating a fight for him? It just makes no sense. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. We unpack. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxingego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new, interactive, and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.